back in and turn my radius reset. Station's order of flight will be Leroy, then Pawn 1-1, then Pawn 1-2, then Knight 1-1. Break. Leroy, you're clear to push out, provide ISR and route reconnaissance.
Leroy copies, Leroy 1-1 lifting.
Flight, Pawn 1-1, run him up.
Leroy 1-1, laser hot.
Pawn 1-1, ready. Knight, you ready? Yeah, we are. Okay, left. One, heading out about 95, collision lights are on, head west. One, dropping down. What speed? On speeds 90. And flight left over the bridge through the bay. Hard left over the bridge and then right into the ocean. On, feet wet out to the ocean, speed 100, rolling out 2.0.
1-1-1, Leroy 1-1, route is clear, no visible thermal contacts up to my current position.
Copy, Leroy. It's 80, I'm just taking it easy waiting for Leroy to get ISR up. Copy 80.
Icarus, Leroy 1-1, interrogative, do you want me popping at this point and getting eyes on target, over?
Confirm if able.
Righter. Leroy 1-1 popping.
Mr. Pop, make sure you relay on 80. Slightly right, slightly left of course, rather.
On night, speed check.
Needs 8-5.
Significant explosion sounds like MLRS to the north, over.
Interrogative, do you advise on the AA?
Leroy 1-1, A firm on primary AA target.
Copy.
Leroy 1-1 is set. Strike package is already able to push.
Copy, we'll push direct, make sure your call's on 80.
We'll go.
Coming left, pushing up 90.
Nemesis, Leroy 1-1, just confirming initial bail around your LZ, over.
Hey, firm.
Roger. Leroy 1-1 is in position.
Pull it your right. MLRS left. Leroy Icarus confirmed MLRS impacts to our northeast near the airport.
Leroy copies.
Flight coming left, 090.
All stations 8-0, Leroy 1-1, be advised, 2 times enemy infantry contacts between LZ Donkey and LZ Shrek at this time, over. Icarus, Leroy confirming both birds are going to the primary LZ, over.
Confirm.
Roger, should be fine at this time. Nemesis, Leroy 1180.
Transports are going to primary.
Nemesis, Leroy 1180.
Set.
Requesting Type 3 clearance on enemy infantry in the vicinity of LZ Donkey, assuming the main force lands at LZ Shrek, over.
Hey, firm, I'll keep you break. Keep you west of vertical grid line 163.
Copy west, vertical grid line 163.
Needs 80. Caution, wind turbines and bridges front.
Seen.
Cutting between the wind turbines and the shore, so it should be not a factor. Alright. Knight, if you can't follow us all the way in, don't worry about it. Nemesis, pawn flight, push, 30 seconds.
Copy.
Let me know when you want rifle on that AA.
I'll call it.
Say again, you want that now?
Leroy Pawn, send it.
Leroy 1-1 rifle.
100, popping.
Leroy 1-1 engaging infantry on secondary LZ.
600, 80 knots flare.
Keep flaring.
Leroy taking fire, secondary
Auto
gun.
cannon, auto cannon.
1-1, mini.
All stations break off.
LZ.
Leroy 1-1, secondary AA gun is down.
Pawn 1-1, I'm up. Fucking teams in hard on my LZ.
On 1-1, if you can make east, I just dropped off my crew. I can hold here for you.
Negative, I'm pulling casualties out. I'm assisting.
Pun 1-2, you're clear to set in at primary LZ. That AA gun is down.
1-2 dropped off just downhill. Troops are set. I'm gonna update bail on them.
All stations be advised, primary LZ is secure at this time. You're cleared to push that over. All stations, Leroy 1-1 on 80, scratch 3 times AA guns, night flight, you're clear to push in. Leroy 1-1, adjustment, scratch 4 times AA guns.
1-1, am I coming back for you? You stay in.
I'm on the ground. Stay for now.
Leroy 1-1, getting spiked from the objective. Leroy 1-1, missile in the air. Leroy 1-1, I'm good. All stations, Leroy 1180, be advised, man pads on site.
Stations, cast hats on 90, break Icarus, contact northwest, primary LC.
Nemesis, Leroy 1-1, ready to check 80.
Leroy, Icarus, Nemesis is currently down.
Icarus, Leroy, be advised, the AA gun that was previously marked on that position, be advised there is a civilian in close proximity to that. They may be injured from the initial explosion. Just advise the ground force when you guys push that direction.
Go. Leroy, Icarus, approximate DCS 2115 infantry contact in the trees northwest of the LZ.
Leroy 1-1, visual rifle hellfire. Leroy 1-1, splash.
Leroy, target. smoke.
Leroy's green. Looks like far.
Like, came from southwest side of the objective.
Copy, Tango Mike. Can you give me a mark approximate?
I got you, hold on. Red 0, it's the big grouping of enemies, but looks like there's 2 civilians in the middle of them.
I copy. Icarus, Leroy 80, be advised my lines of sight are semi-obstructed from this angle. My close support for you guys as you push farther west is going to be limited. Break. I have line of sight roughly east of vertical grid line 162, over.
Understood.
Leroy 1-1 rifle, dagger, infantry to your south.
Missions 80, be advised, Nemesis is down. He is, yep, he's up.
Nemesis, Leroy 1180, I got you 5x5. Happy to hear you. Nemesis, Leroy 80.
Set.
Be advised, A gun forward of Viking 2's position, was engaged with a dagger, break. Be advised there's a civilian in very close proximity to that break gun. I landed the dagger on the near side, but I suspect that civilian has sustained injuries. Recommend you secure him if at all possible, over.
Solid copy, Leroy, thank you.
Leroy 1-1 rifle, infantry, west side.
Careful, Leroy, there's civilians about 50 meters away from that position, up against the building.
A firm, I see him. I'd be in soft locked again. Got another missile in the air.
Smoke, smoke, smoke. Launch to the southwest side.
Leroy still up.
All stations, bail, updated SPF Fiona.
Daedalus, Leroy 90.
Go for Daedalus.
Interrogator, is there a way I can see my flare count actively?
In your munitions page on your
All
knee panel.
stations 80 from Icarus, reference DCS 2120, approximate northwest side vehicle launcher.
Nemesis, Leroy, be advised, anytime I push close enough to get decent eyes on the western side of the objective, I take missile launches. Break. Be advised, my line of sight into the objective is going to be fairly limited. I'm capable of standoff engagements, mostly on the east side. Over.
Solid copy. Mostly capable of standoff on the east.
Nemesis Knight, be advised, large troop movements from those static enemies. They are moving up north, up the train rail.
Smoke, smoke!
Knight, Nemesis taking them off.
Be advised, Night 1-1's in on fire.
Smoke, smoke!
Be advised, Night 1-1 is in hard into the bay.
Copy.
Night 1-1, any survivors? 9-0. Icarus, Leroy, interrogative, are those missile launches from the same place? Over.
Affirm, they're all coming out west side.
On 1-2 to Leroy, don't want to try and salvage them, or I'm over them now.
Affirm, I see you. I don't think there is anybody who's alive in there. I've got no thermals in the ocean there.
Stations be advised, friendlies pushing west of the buildings inside the rail.
Leroy, I want to bug out to the kind of the opening here.
Affirm, you're good to send that. Leroy, 1-1 rifle. Nemesis, Leroy, be advised, squad size infantry contact to your northwest, DCS 2124, over.
Solid copy. Squad size 2124.
Leroy, 1-1 rifle. Leroy, 1-1, same traffic.
Leroy, Nemesis interrogative media.
This is Leroy, no visible thermal contacts in that area at this time, over.
Affirm, thank you. We got friendlies pushing into that area and standing bail.
Leroy, 1-1 visual. 161-060. What's this? Nemesis, Leroy 11, center of the compound, reference DCS mark 2126, 1x thermal contact on the west side, second story, centrally located in that group of warehouses, looking at a window, up and down, over.
Again, west side of the window is interrogative 2120.
I say again, correction, DCS mark 2126, grid 161060, over.
Eyes on. You're cleared. How are we doing on friendlies? Hear that?
Leroy 11, unable. Be advised he is interior, second floor on a warehouse. Additionally, I have 2x civilians that are immediately outside that position inside of 5 meters, over.
Hey, firm. Solid copy.
Icarus 1120.
I'm in the middle of the assault.
Copy. Do you have an idea how we're gonna do the exfil? Do we come get you at some point, or?
I don't know that we have a good option. Just hold what you got for now.
Copy. Holding off northwest, about 2 kilometers.
This is Leroy 11. Be advised, both primary and secondary LZ look like they should be viable to be able to get a helicopter in as long as you're low flying, over.
All stations fail established. A good chunk of this. We're moving around too quickly to update it as frequently as I would like.
Leroy 11, visual and copies.
Leroy, Palma 2, what's the Igla situation?
This is Leroy. I'm still searching. I found a cluster of bad guys. Leroy 11. Wait. Leroy 11 rifle hellfire. I'm repositioning, trying to find them. I don't have clear shots on anything. Over.
Leroy, Nemesis 1-2, be advised we have mass cas on Viking 2's position moving to there, spotted the sun.
Leroy copies, Baskaz on Viking 2. This is Leroy 11, eyes on friendlies, interior, break. Recommend you collapse bail to the southern end of the building that you're currently on. Set that as a box, horizontal grid line 060, over.
Done.
Leroy copies, bail adjustment. Nemesis Leroy.
Done.
Interrogative, have any of your guys killed Igla launchers in your clearance, over?
Leroy Nemesis hold.
Icarus, Leroy, recommend you break back to the secondary LZ. That looks like it should be a viable pickup for Pawn at this time.
Understood. I'm assisting 6 with the mass gas. As soon as I'm free from that, I'll see if I can make my way back there.
Leroy 1-1, visual Iglas, rifle, dagger.
1-1-2 setting up for that node.
Leroy 1-1, splash 1 times Igla, western side.
Leroy Nemesis 1-2, be advised, we're not seeing him on the ground.
One 60060.
Viking 1 is clearing the area where the man-pad launch seemed to have come from.
Nemesis, relay to Viking 1, expect contact from their south fire team size, break. Approximate DCS 2133, over.
On 1-2 holding, waiting for pickup.
Copy 1-2. I'm still holding security with this mass gas. I don't have a chance to move yet.
Raj, standing off, quick out.
Nemesis, Leroy. Just requesting positive confirmation you have no friendlies in the vicinity of DCS 2133 grid 160060. I have multiple thermal packs, but I can't PID, over.
Closest friendly is 100 meters roughly to the northeast.
Leroy copies, searching to acquire will be rifled momentarily.
Affirm, thank you.
On Icarus, moving to secondary.
Copy, Pawn 1-2 inbound.
Pop Light Nemesis, myself and Icarus are pushing LZ Donkey.
Copy Nemesis, Pawn's inbound.
Nemesis, Leroy, you can relay to Viking 1. That contact appears down at this time.
On Icarus, reference our spotlight. Go. Station 0, Icarus, I am extracted outbound on 1-2.
Leroy copies. Nemesis, Leroy.
For Nemesis.
Be advised, no visible thermal contacts. Exterior, break. The large building Viking 2 appears moving to has multiple thermal contacts interior. DCS 2136, grid 161059er, break. Be advised, there's still a civilian at the AA gun to Viking 6's east that I don't believe has been checked for medical, and I continue to think that they may be injured. Break. Be advised, I got fire team size contact coming out the south, wait 1.
The civilians once we've cleared.
Leroy copies, be advised, break. I have fire team size contact coming out from the south now, break. Approximate DCS 2136, they're in close proximity to civilians, over. Leroy 1-1, rifle, dagger. Blast masking, work. Leroy 1-1, splash 4 times.
Copy, 4 times.
Leroy 1-1, rifle.
Pond 1-2, passing for you.
Be advised, you have 2 times enemy contacts moving to the east on the opposite side of that white smoke. Be advised, break. Where the fuck is that interchange at? Nemesis, you have close contact, 2 times enemy infantry, DCS 2138, unable to get a clear shot at this time.
Solid copy, 213.
Be advised, they look like they were trying to flank around your position. There might be rail cars on that side at this time. Leroy rifle.
Nemesis, Knight, how copy?
Solid copy, Knight.
Nemesis, be advised, you got enemy forces inside your bale. DCS 2139er, they're moving north and west from that position, over. Be advised, that's going to be fire team size contact.
139er, grid 161060.
Say again, over.
Confirming 2139, grid 161060 to our northeast.
I confirm fire team size contact in that position. They're between the buses over there right now, over. Be advised, contact rear immediate to your north. DCS 2139.
Solid copy, 2139, we're dealing with it.
Nemesis, Leroy, be advised, you still have 1 times infantry contact on the far side of that building.
Solid copy, we're moving to secure.
This is Leroy, belay my disregard, he's on the northeast corner of that building. Break. DCS 2140.
Leroy, Nemesis, I just dropped him on interrogative, is that him?
Leroy, unable to tell. Trees are in my way at this time. Nemesis Leroy, recommend you confirm your kill on that corner. He still looks like he's either twitching or still alive from my position. Over. Hello. The fuck are you? Okay. Nemesis Leroy, be advised I've got eyes potentially on a BRDM to the southwest that may be inbound from the nearby city break.
I'll copy BRDM possibly inbound from the south.
Expect the potential of enemy reinforcements inbound from your southwest at this time. Over.
Okay, firm, we have most of the break.
Night flight, I believe the man-pad threat is down
south, just stopping anything from coming up on us.
AO at this time.
Copy that.
Night Leroy, be advised I just did a direct overflight of the objective. No soft spikes of any kind. You should be cleared to push in direct support if desired. Over.
Any copies?
All stations fail, reestablish objective Thomas.
Leroy, 1-1 copies. Bail established objective Thomas.
111, lifting, skids up, departing west.
Meet you out there.
Yep, Tango, Mike.
Nemesis Leroy 1-1 to your south, reference DCS 2145. Appears to be a civilian who's uncuffed and crawling around in the dirt out there. Over.
Hey, firm. Civilian to the south of 100. Correction, like 200.
Hey, firm. Night, Leroy, I've got an enemy QRF inbound that MSR, requesting guns and rockets on target, approximate DCS 2146, ingress north, egress south, need you on target now. Break. Nemesis, Leroy, be advised, you've got a break column of enemy reinforcements inbound from the MSR to your south, leading the target, approximate DCS 2146. Night flight will be in Leroy 2-on-1 on that target.
Hey, firm, thank you.
Night, Leroy, wrong net. Night, Leroy, adjust target to the south, approximate DCS 2146 updated.
Copy, we're in from the north.
Copy, Leroy, rifle dagger on a lead Vic that looks like they've shot ahead. Nemesis, be advised, you got a BRDM point Vic that's skated through. Expect vehicular contact to yourself.
Solid copy.
Be advised, it's taken that eastern ASR up to the side of your objective.
Night rifle. Night's 10-3 on the other 2 Urals.
Re-attack, Leroy 1-1, health rifle, hellfire, save target. Leroy 1-1, soft spike from that target breaking off north.
Ready to check 9-0.
Leroy 1-1, rifle, hellfire. Nemesis, Leroy, you've got scattered infantry contact in the trees to the west of that convoy, approximate
Mayday,
DCS
mayday, mayday.
2149.
Mayday.
Contacts 2149 to our southwest.
Be advised, Knights in hard.
157,
Leroy 1-1, missile, right.
Get crazy, nothing.
Nemesis, Leroy, priority traffic, be advised.
Night,
I'm lack
Icarus,
on
any
countermeasures at
traffic
this
from
time.
90?
Solid copy. If you got to push off station, do what you got to do.
Negative, I'm going to attempt to stay on station, far out, rifle.
Any night station, Icarus,
I'm
ready
off.
to check 9-0.
Be advised, I'm going to attempt to stay on station, just have to stay extreme standoff. Icarus, Leroy, I have eyes on their crash site. I got no movement at this time.
Copy, Leroy, TCS marks down 2151.
A-firm, you could attempt to push that if you wanted to try a recovery. I got no thermals in their immediate vicinity.
I don't know if it's worth risking another airframe.
I would tend to agree with that.
Leroy, Nemesis 1-2 interrogative. Do we have any possible survivors on night?
This is Leroy negative at this time.
Nemesis, Icarus, Knight, DCS Mark 2151, Chris 157-056.
Icarus, broken and unreadable.
Clear of AA though.
You would be clear if you would be masked from AA going in there.
Did Knight take AA or did they take ground fire?
Unknown.
One down, I can hit it if you want.
1-2 negative, I don't want to risk the airframes.
Yeah, I got movement at the crash site. I think it's bad guys. This is Leroy 1-1, be advised, I got thermal movement at the crash site, potentially OP4 break. Updated DCS 2152, over.
Looking up the potential enemy 2152.
We're doing pass over and look, it might be doing something stupid though.
Just take it low. Caution to your east, that's where the AA was. Recommend you stay west of vertical grid line 159er.
I'm already outbound.
Yeah, from.
Oh, don't fly over the
1-1
objective.
interrogative, how long are you going off station?
Got up with the crane. Nemesis, pawn negative, I'm not off station. I was just doing a pass over the crash site to see if I could see any movement. I've got nothing.
Solid copy. We're looking to push exfil.
Copy, looking to push exfil. Pawn 1-2 is also inbound. He's shortly behind me.
Solid copy. ETA?
Be advised, he is already on station. Disregard. So you come to my position, 2122, inside the little river here.
Yep, I'm away.
Leroy, Icarus, 90, interrogative.
Central Leroy 90.
Knight is out of airframe lives. What should I tell them to do?
The standard thing, they get to stand by.
Copy, stand by.
On E11.
Nemesis, be advised, you got an additional troop carrier that's inbound from that road.
Solid copy. Interrogative road to the south.
Affirm, it's at the ambush point right now.
1-2, stay low. Turn your lights off.
Leroy 1-1 splash.
Nemesis, pawn flight stage about 900 meters north, standing by when you need us.
Conflict, stand by to push. Pick up LZ Donkey. Line 2. Pick up LZ Donkey.
Oh.
Destination RTB. Hazards are at the beach. Sit rep troops out of contact.
Copy, stand by to push donkey. Destinations RTB, beach and trees. Troops not in contact. ETA is probably 10 seconds from school.
Nemesis, Leroy, be advised, you got 2 survivors from that vehicle pushing north. Reference DCS 2155, over.
1-2, we'll just push directly through this gap in the trees in front of us to the LZ.
You want to go first or want me?
I'll push first. I mean, there, so we both know what it looks like. Actually, yeah, no, you should, if you push first, try and land to one side. I'll see if we can park it line abreast, otherwise I'll just hover in the water.
No, you should push first. Just keep it simple.
Yeah, I'm saying I think we'll both fit, though.
Yeah, I got you. It looks like they're pushing now.
I'm waiting for the call. Actually, yeah, no, we should probably push like 160-ish and then come in from the river, otherwise we're kind of flying over the land. Kind of sketch.
Leroy, one run,
that.
cannon.
That's pretty much like that.
On flight.
That's fun.
Mrs. 1-2.
Got it. Nemesis, send it.
Michelle Z donkey.
Up, push.
One committed motherfucker.
Close. Then left.
I'm gonna shoot over you.
I'll be AA gun front right. Front on deck. Just the right, clear the right, on 1-2's landing right.
Birdie.
Leroy, we're going to be a little extended. We're just having a kerfuffle with some POWs. And civilians on the LC as well.
On flight, Nemesis 1-2 left.
I'm backing out. Clear. Aim it. Roy, on flight's clear.
I copy. Nemesis,
1-1,
Leroy, we
1-2
RTB.
coming
this time.
left, 100, RTB.
Solid copy, all stations up to me.
Leroy, 1-1 copies, RTB.
I'm gonna offset on your left just in case, so you know.
Yeah, I think we'll be alright.
Roundtable, be advised, Viking has completed our objective. We are RTB at this time.
Leroy, 1-1, I will be dropping in over you.
Copy. Speeds 100. We are turning direct west.
I'm pushing almost 200 knots coming down from altitude, so I'll be well clear of you.
Roger. Visual. Yeah, another factor. Correction. Pawn 1-2, pawn 1-1, come right. Speed still 100.
Copy. I feel like you're lying to me.
Coming right. Leroy, Icarus on 90, check laser cold.
A-firm, I'm keeping it active in case we encounter some patrol boats or something. I'll kill it once we're over land.
Understood.
Leroy 1-1, laser cold.
Copy, laser cold.
Interrogative, do we want to take the full circuit through the water, or should we just cut the racing corner?
You can cut the corner if you want. I took the corner on the way back.
Roger.
You did what?
I cut the chicane, but I don't have to get back to position.
Leroy 1-1 over the top.
Feet dry. collision lights coming on.
Leroy 1-1, same traffic. Short final.
811, short final number 2. 80 knots flaring. Taking middle back.
Leroy 1-1 on the deck, shutting it down.
Do we have further tasking, Falconer?
Chooses the far side of the circle.
Your voice up for further tasking?
Oh God.
Oi, Chucklefox, you up for further tasking?
Absolutely.
Yep.
I gotta leave at 10 on the dot, so if we're doing something, I'll drop where I'm at.
Yeah. Further tasking.
Oh dear.
What's your dad's?
Rearm. Don't worry about demo blocks unless told otherwise.
I have a question for you before you run away.
Well, too bad. I'm trying to rearm.
I understand that. I'm gonna help you.
Okay.
Does that mean Carrera and Ahmad are just fucked?
Pretty much. The official policy is disconnect and wait in TeamSpeak.
I got my fair skill, I guess. So there's them.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job. I know. Good job, I guess.
My brain.
But I think I'm getting the hang of it.
That's good. The first flight is always going to be rough.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
What shot you guys down the second time?
I think it was AA. I don't know. I don't think it was AA. I think it was just rockets from infantry.
Oh, okay. So
Come on, you had 2 rockets left?
I had 3 actually.
Oh, come on.
I would have burned it, but I used cannon on the last couple guys that were there. I still had a fair bit of cannon left over, so.
We're going again?
Yeah, they've got further tasking.
That's fun.
Yep. But the unfortunate thing is you get basically 2 lives in terms of life and aircraft and things. Can't infinitely keep respawning, so.
Yeah.
So, Ahmad, if you want to disconnect and just chill with Major Carrera in my channel until debrief.
Okay.
That's how it be. So.
Yep.
Okay.
We will be there shortly after we hopefully don't die.
So, say just motivation to work on evading anti-air, getting your dodges in versus Iglas.
Yeah.
Speaking of fucking dodging Iglas, I am flat out of countermeasures.
Do you need help?
No, I'm doing flares right now. Other than that, I'm good. Do I want my MFD fluid rearmed?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is there a cone? Yep, there's a cone.
Can help you out.
Hi.
Are all you guys leaving?
No, just the 2 people who died twice.
Oh.
Yeah, Knight's dead.
Yeah, shit. I didn't think about that. That hasn't happened in a while.
Yeah.
That's what I said too. I was like, well.
Just medical checks, my sir.
Alright, so we got Pond and
Appreciate
we
you.
got Leroy.
Yep.
Alright, we got aviation.
If depending on infill, I could, depending on what he wants, I could go tonight.
I don't think this is going to be aviation at all. We're looking for like dudes onesie twosie.
ISR?
Yeah, ISR is always good.
Okay, do you know where or what?
It's objective. Watch me to the west, behind lines.
Okay.
Apparently, there's infiltrators. I have not gotten briefing.
Okay, cool.
It's probably like Spec Ops or something.
Yeah.
I would guess.
Well, they'll have to get over there one way or another, so ponds will be required, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll be there if we need them. I do feel kind of bad for the warrant officer one.
Yeah, but I mean, what are we gonna do?
Learn by doing.
I mean, it's literally there
First
to.
said it was Iglis both times.
Well, I think that tracks. Yeah.
I watched the first one.
Yeah.
Yo, that fucking second AA gun though on the first LZ.
Oof,
just
dude.
lit
Oof.
the
Yeah.
I'm sad I didn't record the infill, but yeah, I dodged at least 7 rounds of that cannon.
I'm glad you had warning, McManus.
I
took
didn't
the
see
first
warning.
burst
I just saw
right
a
to the
gulf of
cockpit,
flame,
that
and
was
I'm like, all right, let's duck under and hide.
Yeah, that's your warning. Is Brewski exploded?
I was telling
Yeah,
Risky, I dropped my guys off.
The people
over here.
that got off my helicopter that were injured
Uh-huh.
were all immediately expected.
Wow.
They had like 15 like avulsions to each limb.
Hey,
and
you gotta
like,
work
8
with
thermal
Sharp
burns to each limb. What? Oh, McManus.
Yes, you should take some light breaching. So just like the not lock poppers, but fuck, what is it called now?
Stick
Whatever
charge?
the breaching charge. Stick charge. Thank you.
There you go.
Take stick charges.
The pilot knows breaching charges.
What?
All right.
Ooh.
So I hope you can all hear me. We are going to objective watch me to our west, up in the north up there. There's 20 to 50 enemy. They are occupying the civilian structures. They are a group of infiltrators. They may have NVGs. We're not sure. We are looking to clear out all these little buildings, sweep through. There is the possibility of civilian presence, so watch your fire. There is also a possible HVT, like I said, man in a Ushanka, wearing a fuzzy hat. Again, if you can take him alive, good. If he tries running, drop him. Doc, were there any vehicles there?
Several civilians have reported that their vehicles were left behind, but the people that came, they all said they showed up in trucks.
Showed up in trucks.
Could
okay.
be technicals, but we're simply not sure.
All right.
That's why we're sending in the best.
All right.
Where are those guys?
Yeah. Okay. Aviation. How close can you get us to that position?
Yes.
Yes. How close do you want to be?
Send it.
I mean, at this point, I assume we need the Blackhawk, correct?
No, I believe you can
No?
still run your 2 little birds.
The only thing
Okay.
you're missing
Yep.
is
How do
one
we
CAS
we didn't
asset.
gain people?
Yeah. You'll have an
Bye.
initial ISR package, and then we can just confirm the viability of the LZ. But just pick where you want to go. Give us a primary and an alternate, and we'll send those.
What about?
I prefer
There
not
looks
to
like
be
a
fighting
cliff.
uphill, so let's start up top.
There looks like a cliff up here on the northeast corner that you might be able to use.
The steepest part.
Or, just down here.
Or there, well,
You looking at map, or where are we?
Yeah.
In the map.
Well, presumably if there's a road, the road's big enough to land a little bird on.
Yes.
So,
Alright. If you guys are confident with that, we'll do that.
northeast corner.
I have a
Yeah.
say in this.
The ground force commander is who picks the LZ. What do you want, Captain Boyle?
If you are comfortable with that northern one, we'll go for it.
Cool.
Alright,
What do you want as an alternate in case that's not viable?
Alternate, push to the west. I don't know what it looks like over here, but you might be able to get something over there.
Or up the road.
Yep.
Or up the road, yeah, whatever.
Primary, alternate,
yeah.
Tertiary. Works for me.
Alright.
I'm scared.
We always are. Alright, everybody got extra flash?
I'm just worried that if it's controlled and Little Bird can't really take much, I'm afraid of like just getting knocked out.
Yep. No, I know. That's my job, is to tell you whether or not you can actually do that or not. So, speaking of, I'm gonna get up in the air.
Yep.
So what is that? Like a 10 by like 15 by 15, 10 by 10 like area, like what? Really land in? Where the PLZ is. Yeah.
Clear rotors. Leroy 1-1 spooling.
Stations 90 Icarus adjusted flight route.
Leroy 1-1 lifting. Go ahead.
On 1-2, where do you think you're going?
Just taxiing to wait for you.
Lifting to your left.
Following you out.
I'm just gonna slow push at like 70. No rush while we wait for Leroy to get ISR.
Leroy 1-1, laser hot. Oh, that's gonna suck.
Alright, at 60, pushing back up.
Nemesis Leroy 1-1, be advised. Initial pass looks like primary LZ is going to be a no-go due to high trees and telephone poles. Break.
flight route updated.
Nemesis Leroy, be advised, secondary LZ additionally doesn't look viable. Tertiary LZ break. Tertiary LZ looks viable. I have an additional LZ marked DCS 2221 grid 11 tree 179er that appears to be the most clear and most viable. Over.
Solid copy. Pod flight push 2221 grid 113179.
On flight copy.
Ingress your discretion.
Upon flight, my recommended ingress for that is either straight east-west or southeast northwest. Your call.
You're saying in from the southeast or east?
A-firm for that LZ2221.
Gross, that flies us over the whole objective. I guess it's southeast then.
You can take it from another direction, but you're going to be into pretty heavy descending terrain. Southeast looks like it should be totally fine. I've got no threatening thermals from here.
Southeast. 1-2, we're gonna fork it south and come around.
Leroy Nemesis 1-2, additional interrogative. Have you seen any thermal contacts from the town?
Leroy, negative. I've got vehicles, no thermal contacts. I do have a brake, I guess a hatchback that is just pulled into town from the SLZ. Brake. Belay my last. I got an individual with a gun on that position. DCS 223. Appears to be hijacking that vehicle. Brake.
Nemesis, plan flight push, less than 30.
Confirm.
Nemesis Leroy, be advised I can confirm that combatant has a suppressor and nods on his head.
Flare.
Brake. Requesting Type 3 clearance to engage.
Landing long.
Confirm. Leroy, you're clear to engage.
Leroy, 1-1 splash, 1 times
1-2,
contact.
lifting over top. Cleared. Gun south.
Out on you.
Command just going low, coming around.
Nemesis Leroy, scratched 2 times contacts at that position. They both came out of that wooden warehouse. Over.
Solid copy. 2 times contacts dropped outside of Wooden Warehouse. Bail going to be anything east of baseline red at this time.
Leroy copies. Bail established east of phase line red.
On flight holding back out to the east over the bay.
Leonardy.
Keep.
Nice, you scarecrows.
Many cases. Never mind. I was gonna ask him why my C10 was zoom, but I fixed.
Nemesis Leroy, just reporting it appears Viking 2 is in contact in the building that they're currently at.
Solid copy. I believe all elements in contact at this time.
I copy. Nemesis, break. Be advised, I've got a group of civilians that are lined up, preparing to be executed. DCS mark 2227, far into town, over.
Where you going?
Solid copy. Group of civilians about to be executed. 2227. On flight interrogative.
111.
Are you available for R2 to 2227?
Affirm.
On R2, Legion 6.
Legion 6.
Copy R2 Legion 6, how many birds?
1 times.
Copy 1-1 in.
118177.
I'm feeling that was about to happen.
Nemesis, Leroy, recommend you land to the west of that position, break. 2 times individuals who are, break. Correction, 2 times combatants who are on the outside or inside of that fence just south of that DCS mark, and break. 6 times civilians with their face to the wall against that house, break.
Solid copy.
Be advised, Leroy is standing by to engage with Dagger if either of those combatants turn around. However, it's going to be sketchy as shit. Over.
Solid copy. Hold on the dagger.
111 pushing 300.
This is Leroy. I copy. I will hold on that dagger unless they pose a threat to those civilians. Over.
Land up top, lifting. Take it smaller. I'm on fire.
Be advised, Pawn is in the dirt. Break. The leftmost civilian looks like he took a hit in a gunfight.
Leroy, did you see what hit him?
Negative. Nemesis, be advised, 1 times contact back up. Nemesis, Leroy 80.
This is 1 Bravo. Do you copy on 1-6?
Viking, actual Leroy 1-1, signing in 1-6, over.
Copy, Leroy. Be advised, JTAC down at this time.
Affirm.
Apollo 2-2, copies on 1-6. Roger, stand by for triage report. Proceed. As follows: heart rate 0, SPO, oxygen 96. Stop bleeding. He is blue at this time. Besides negative heart rate. All copied, I have one science video on my post.
You have visual of 6?
Hey, firm, I've got eyes on him. I've also got eyes on a potential enemy contact. Far off site, stand by. 115, 178. 7. Viking actual Leroy 1-1 break.
Follow 2241 Bravo. Give me an update on that.
There's 1 Bravo still working on heart rate.
Leroy, Nemesis 1-2, back on station.
Nemesis is Leroy, I copy. Interrogative, did you see what took out Pawn?
Negative, I was on guard at the time.
I copy. Be advised, of those civilians down there, I believe the leftmost one got shot in that gunfight, and potentially the eastmost one as well. Recommend you proceed to medical on that position, over.
Solid copy, interrogative. Do you have any other thermal contacts to our southwest?
This is Leroy, negative in your immediate vicinity. I do have 1-time Spetsnaz individual, I believe, approximate DTS 2232. Not sure if that's directly inside the Vale or not in his exact position, over.
2232, 115, 178, you're clear to engage.
I copy. 2232, grid 115, 178, cleared hot. Leroy 1-1, rifle dagger. Leroy 1-1, scratch, 1 touch contact. Lima Charlie 90.
Icarus is now out of airframes.
Yeah, all stations, both of you just stepped on each other.
Icarus is out of airframes.
Hey, firm, do you want to potentially RTB and pick him up in a co-pilot, or Icarus, do you want to hang out there?
I'll co-pilot if you want to co-pilot.
I was going to request due to the pickup. I'm training the 47.
I don't think that's practical here. The space is not conducive to that. I will struggle with this pickup somewhere, and I think I'm going to have to be the next best.
On my infill, on our initial infill, 47 can fit there.
Nemesis Leroy 80.
Send.
Logistics question for you when you've got a second.
Send now.
Be advised, we have 1 pilot at base who is available. We can RTB Pawn 1-2 and have ISR with a co-pilot on that. Or if you want the full lift capability, we could have Pawn 1-2 re-out to Razor, over.
Yeah, let's go Razor. I'll find a LZ for him.
Super?
No, he said Razor.
Oh.
Pawn 1-2 push off station, re-out is Razor.
Copy. Pawn 1-2 going off station.
Nemesis, Leroy 1-1.
Send for Nemesis.
Be advised, I've got eyes on thermal contacts with a rifle in the house to the west of Viking 6, DCS 22 Tree 8. Over.
Hey, firm, cleared hot dagger, keep our heads up.
Be advised, unable, that's going to be interior. I can't PID additional break things that I would damage with that. Over.
Leroy, Nemesis 1-2 interrogative. If I hop this wall, am I going to run into anything?
This is Leroy, potentially. I think there's windows. Recommend you go around the south side break. Be advised, the contact that I saw was on that northeast corner. I'm not sure if there are additionals. Nemesis Leroy, I still have eyes on that contact through the northern, correction, the northeasternmost window.
I'll copy. Leroy, Nemesis, we just had a vehicle pull away from that building break. One time to armed combatant occupant.
Leroy copies, interrogative. Am I cleared hot?
Affirm.
Leroy rifle. Leroy 1-1 splash, 1 times contact.
Leroy, Razor 1-1 on station, holding 2240, 3 clicks to the east.
Ooh, this is Leroy, I copy.
Copy, this is Razor 1-1 crew chief.
Copy. Nemesis, Leroy, be advised, Razor 1-1 is on station at this time.
Solid copy, they were Razor 1-1 on station. Stations, be advised, we have our PO break. We have our guy, we're doing medical on him.
Leroy copies. Nemesis, Leroy.
Nemesis.
Interrogative, is the wooden shed to your immediate northwest clear? Over.
Sure at this time.
This is Leroy. Wait 1. I'm orbiting around. I'll tell you whether the doors are open or not. Break. Be advised if it isn't, recommend you clear that. That's outside my ability to effectively engage in terms of security for your position. Over.
Confirm, we're pushing to it.
This is Leroy. I can confirm the north side doors are closed.
Confirm, we're pushing to it. Alright, Nemesis Interrogative, do you have any potential LZs for Razor?
This is Leroy. Razor said the your initial drop-off LZ looked viable.
Solid copy, we have to make it. Solid copy, drop off LZ.
Leroy, Icarus.
Send.
Alternatively, if you want a stupid idea, we could rear ramp Pinnacle on the cliff that I put 6 on, but I feel like the other LZ is probably smarter.
Yeah, again, given airframe that we're not qualified in formally, that we don't have formal training in, that we haven't officially practiced, I think that's a bad idea.
I mean, we've both practiced rear ramp Pinnacles, just not as much.
Nemesis, Leroy, advisement from Razor when you got a second. I leave this to your discretion. Razor is advising they can theoretically do a rear ramp Pinnacle on any of these rocky edges if you need that on this side. Over.
Solid copy, potential Pinnacle.
Additionally, while we're on the subject of stupid ideas, if you need it, theoretically, either of us could hoist either your HVT or those civilians or yourselves out of that side of the AO if it's required. Over.
About the HVT's dead.
I copy.
Leroy, Nemesis, troops in contact, unsure direction, possibly east.
Leroy searching. Be advised, I did have thermal contacts up to your northeast inside of a building.
Leroy 1-1, Razor Crew Chief, altitude decompletion.
Leroy 1-1 is currently at 3700 MSL.
Copy, 3700.
I'd love to see it. That's hot. That's hot.
Razor 1-1, Nemesis 1-2, interrogative. What's your push time?
Depending on what LZ you're looking for.
2-2-2-1 to our west.
Could be 30 seconds when I go.
Solid copy. We have one element pushing to secure, other two will follow.
This will be a Falconer. Yep.
Stations from these pushing back to 2221, pick up LZ.
Birdie formations! Birdie formations! Birdie formations! That's what happens when you stick a ground commander in the air with thermals to judge you as you do CQP. Good security. I like what I'm seeing.
Razor numbers 1, 2, push, push, push. Pick up LZ 2, 2, 2, 1.
Copy, Razor's pushing.
Look at where Razor was staged. Get on there. Somewhere.
Nemesis, Razor, interrogative radio, trips to contact.
Back in round table. That's negative.
Send it round table.
Be advised, the 2nd Battalion Honorable Brigade has detached east LZ Mars IRs pickup trucks to come secure any additional civilians that might be left on site. They are aware of your inbound Chinook and will hold short. Negative, just check my bad.
Good copy. Friendly forces inbound. We are RTB time now.
Razor, Leroy, just advising you scope is clear at this time.
Leroy. I'm up on the right gun just in case.
Almost 45.
All in left.
Razor outbound north.
Leroy 1-1, same traffic, laser cold. Razor, Leroy 1-1 interactive. Can you put collision lights on?
Collision lights on.
Leroy 1-1 visual.
Razor's flaring. 130. Looking out, south and around.
Leroy's going to be around long J hook to the LT from the north. Yo.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I wasn't nervous at all.
Debrief into
Make a seance.
do.
DCing? Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, clear to DC.
Woo.
That way I can fetch the other pilots.
Where are we meeting